Hey, everybody. Hello. Hey, y'all. Where you been all my life? Huh? I have missed you guys tremendously. How have you been? Oh, Lord, y'all, my fro crooked. It's flat on one side in my Erykah Badu voice. Hey, everybody. Welcome. It is Tuesday. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for Midday Makeover with Beauty by Miss B. I am none other than your girl, Miss B. Hey, Hope. Hey, girl. How are you, honey? I have missed you guys tremendously. Forgive me for last week. Please forgive me for last week. I was not here last week because Miss B wasn't feeling good. I actually had to go to the hospital, y'all. I was out of it. They had me on drugs, okay? Plural. More than one, okay? So, but in the event, I am here. I am clear. I am well. I am swell. And I am right here with y'all right here on Tuesday again at another beautiful segment of Midday Makeover with Beauty by Miss B. Y'all, first off, before we get into this good old Lipton hot brewed tea with lemon and honey on the side, I have to say that I do not have on any lashes today on purpose, simply because your girl has been kind of misty-eyed all day. Thank you, love. Thank you for the forgiveness, honey. I missed y'all. I missed y'all tremendously, for real. But I have been, Miss B has been featured in an article. Like, I have an entire article, y'all, in the Voyage Chicago magazine. Of course, everybody who knows me knows I originate from Chicago, Illinois. Chi-Town, stand up. I am born and raised there, and I've only been gone from there since 2008. However, Voyage Chicago, they have recognized the fact that, I'm a stylist that came out of Chicago, and I have ventured off into the other states or whatever of the country, and doing well. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working, still doing what I gotta do, but I'm doing well, and I can't be any more happy, excited, the whole 9 yards. But they wrote an entire piece about your girl. Okay, so in a previous post, I think it's the one prior to the live here. So if you go to our page, which you already should be friends with us, and you should already be following us, since you should already have seen this article. Okay, but it is an interview about myself. They asked me about my start. Hi, Tashana. How are you? Thank you so very much. Yes, that is right, you guys. I didn't forget. It's just been, I'm trying to catch you up. I'm trying to catch you up on the ins and outs and all that stuff. But yes, Tashana, thank you so much. All who are watching live right now, thank you so much for tuning in. But I would appreciate you. We will be best friends for life if you take this video and you share it to your friends, your family, your cousins, your foes, your people you don't like, and you just say, listen, I want you to see what's going on over here because I got a best friend named Miss B, and she is fly. Okay, so that right there will make them sick. Go ahead and share it to them. Share it to the groups that you are friends with, that you are following and stuff like that. Because, honey, we're going to get into some good old tea. The last live that we did a demonstration. So this time, we can really have this good conversation, okay? But in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to finish off this the topic of this article. Go to voyagechicago.com. If you do not click the link that I posted in a previous on our page, Beauty by Miss B Salon Studios, right here, Facebook. If you don't see it, if you don't see the link, go to voyagechicago.com, and it will be in the Trailblazers, right in the middle of the page, right in the middle of the site, Trailblazers, and then you can see it from there. It's saying it's an inspiring conversation with none other than Bianca Miss B Lee, something like that. I forget, how it's worded, how the headline is worded, but they did a whole article about me, girl. So I have been like an emotional wreck for the last maybe hour or two. So lashes was not going to make this face on today. Okay. So she got a good old clean, natural, soft looking mug with not a lash in sight other than the ones God gave her. Okay? All right. So now, with all that being said, let's get into this tea. Because this tea, honey, is very good. This is some good tea here. Right? And the topic of today is, how far would you go? How far would you go? And the message behind that is like, have you ever been or found yourself in a situation? Thank you, Kim. Thank you so very much. Have you ever found yourself in a situation that you just hated to the utmost and you don't know how to get out of it? You have already committed to this thing. You are already deep in this thing. You are already connected to this thing. And it's like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I undo this? Have you ever been in that, where you just feel stuck and you can't move to the right or to the left, but it's like, I know I don't want to be here. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you so much. You guys share. Thank you so very much. But have you ever been in a situation where you feel stuck, where you can't breathe, you can't be you can't really do and move how you want to move and do things that you want to do? But, the saying, it's easier said than done. It's like, how do I get out of this thing? Let's talk, you guys. Let's talk. Now, we have our things where, like we got a job and we don't want to go into work today. So what we'll do is, we'll have our job. What we'll do is we'll go in and say, hi, Deborah. Thank you so much. We'll go in and say, we'll call and say, I can't come in. You know what I'm saying? I can't come in because I'm sick, or my child is sick, or, my car broke down. Those type of things. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah. So do we have those things those little white lies that we say, right? That's how we get out of work. That's how we get out of our shifts. Okay. But like, what if you don't like that job? What if you don't like that job at all? Okay. Which I want to say probably about 75% of working class right now can say that they really don't like what they're doing. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Why you there? I'm just saying, find out what it is that you like and get there. Please and thank you. Signed, management. Okay. However, what if you don't like your job? What if you on the side, you've been moonlighting, doing something else? Or what if you have been applying to other jobs and then you get another job? How do you get up out of there? Are you one that has signed a contract, like you'll be there for 10 years and you can't go nowhere? And you know what I'm saying? How do you get out of this thing? How do you get out of your lease and then get your deposit still? You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? How far would you go? Okay. Going even deeper. Yeah, because we're going to get deep. Hey, Ma. So going into it deeper. Now, commitments, relationships. Huh? We're going to get up in here. And we're going to have us a good old conversation. You committed to this relationship? I'm going to start off with the boyfriend-girlfriend deal. You committed to this relationship. You done linked up with this person. Okay. Are y'all sharing? Share. Okay. Because we need some conversation up here. You have linked up with this person. And in the courtship, all was daisies, all was tulips, all was roses, and all was sunflowers. Until you actually start getting to notice, till you put a label on your relationship. Then you start really getting to know. Bia, she said, I sure wish you get to it. Got my ears perked up. Okay, so I gotta lay this foundation, girl. Thank you, Deborah. Gotta lay this foundation. You in this relationship, right? At first, you thought it was something. But then you committed to this thing. It ain't really all it's cracked up to be. How do you get out of it? Going further. You done said, I do. Okay? You done said, I do. I does. And you at the altar, and you before God and your pastor. And it ain't all it's cracked up to be. It ain't all it said. Listen, your Carfax read one thing, and what you got driving it around in it is another. You know what I'm saying? Like, he or she said all of these, gave all these promises that they're going to do this and they're going to do that, but they really ain't. Or they put on this good old facade and this good old face until they got you down the aisle. And then, you know what I'm saying, after they said I do and they said clink clink and locked you up in there, they real person came out and it's like, what the heezy is going on around here? Huh? Miranda, don't pull your car over. Girl, you gonna girl, if you pull your car over, you better say something. You got to, come on, I need some feedback. Cause I got something for all of this here. Let me tell you something. I done been in all of these. I done been in all of these situations, honey. Emma, thank you. Hello, honey. Hello, Emma. Hello. Y'all. Okay. I will say, now y'all already know I got to put myself on the chopping block all the time, right? I always got to put myself on the chopping block, right? Okay. Now, everybody knows that Miss B was married. As it's officially, I'm no longer married. However, I was married. Okay, so don't get me wrong. We had some of the best laughs, some of the best, memories and stuff like that. We've actually reached some goals in our union and the whole night. So things got done. Okay, don't get me wrong. It wasn't, hell. All right. So we did do some things. We accomplished some things. Okay. However, there were times where, oh my God, it was just so much headbutting and so much discord and so many arguments and so much disagreement and so, like, it's for a season, y'all, I swear to Jesus the Christ, okay, that we couldn't see eye to eye at all. I swear, we were seeing eye to knee, nose to ear. We were seeing teeth to neck. We were seeing, for real. Somebody said, wait, let me see those nails. Wearing my yellow suit. Okay, great spring color. Those are my nails. Little intermission, y'all. Hold on, let me get up in there. Can y'all see it? Those are the nails. Y'all know. Now, Miss B, she known for 3 things. One is her hair, one is her face and mug, and one is them nails, y'all. You've got to have it. They for the shampoos. You gotta have it for the shampoos. Okay? So, yes. Okay, so I was in this relationship and I was in this marriage. But here's the thing. Before I married, before I even accepted the proposal, all right, I was still in Chicago, had been in Chicago, born and raised, right? But I wanted to see something different, okay? I wanted to see something different. I really, really did. I had traveled with singing because that is my background, music and singing and recording and the whole 9. That's my background. So I traveled in the music arena. However, it was always for work. And then I'll have to come back to Chicago. I didn't want to stay in Chicago because it was way too familiar. I felt swallowed up. I felt like, I felt boxed in. I wanted to breathe. I just wanted to breathe. I wanted my own identity. Don't get me wrong. I had my own life and stuff like that. However, I was surrounded, loved my family, but I was surrounded by my family. I felt like, don't get me wrong. I do love to help, my family and stuff like that. If I can be there, I can, and vice versa. However, I felt like I didn't have my own identity. I felt like everything was tied to either music or tied to my family, my mom, my siblings, you know what I'm saying? It's like my church or my group that I sang with, everything was tied to one of those things. And it's like, can I just live? Can I just be me? So when the opportunity came, and when I was in this relationship, it was long distance initially. And so I had known him from high school and all of that stuff. And so when he popped the question, baby, my answer was just probably halfway, with him halfway asking the question, okay? Simply because I was needing a way out. I needed an out of my familiar. Because I was just about to lose my mind. I was about to lose it. Okay? I'm way too expressive. I didn't know how to get to me. Okay? I didn't know I knew that there was more to me, but I didn't know how to get to me. Okay? And me being me oftentimes caused a conflict with others around me because they were comfortable being them. You see what I'm saying? So when I was myself and it didn't line up with what they thought I should be, then there was conflict all the time. Okay, I got tired of that because I felt like I was pretending and I felt like I was putting on this shell of a person, and who I was really meant to be or wanted to express myself to be was dying on the inside, slowly but surely. Jesus, I'm telling you, it was crazy. So it was either leave or I don't even know, y'all. I promise you, it was like bad. Like I really, really suffered, for a little bit, with a little slight depression, a little bit. But you'll never know it because I never wore my, what I was going through on my sleeve. I never did. I expressed it. I am very expressive. I say what I feel. I say it half the time. A lot of people don't like that, but I'm sorry. I got to get it off me. Got to say what I feel. And then, and that's what it was. It sounds like a really Larry. He says it sounds like an issue I have now. Oh no. See, that's the thing. That's why we're here. Because we want to help you. Go ahead and share because somebody else may be feeling the same thing. Okay. So when he proposed, I said yes. Now, granted, in this proposal came a lot of different, promises and things like that. It wasn't until I got out of Chicago and into the situation, like now we live and live in color right now, did I see that it wasn't, the sales pitch didn't match the product line. You know what I mean? Larry says, I'm divorced and very untrusting of others and have a happy time, and I have a happy time meeting others. Hard time meeting others. Listen, I totally understand. I do. So, but this is the thing. When I'm up in here listen, I'm kicking buckets for real. Not kicking the bucket, but I just kicked the trash can. Okay, so I left. When I got the proposal, I jetted out of Chicago. Me and my mother even got into it real hard. My mother's on here too. I don't know if you remember this, but my mother asked me, because we come from a church background, where we born and raised in church, right? So she asked me, she was like, did you speak to God about this decision? And so I was like, yeah, I did. Yeah. She said, no, you didn't. So I'm like, how you gonna tell me I ain't speak to my, what? This ain't no conference call. You know what I'm saying? How you know? You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, but we got into it real bad because I just wanted to get out no matter what. Like, I was just whatever. I got there and it was not all it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. It was not. And so, like I said, we accomplished a lot of things. We had some joys, but we also had a lot of pains, a lot of, battles and wars and stuff like that. And in the end, after 7-9 years, however long it took, it didn't last. You know what I'm saying? We had to go our separate ways simply because we were trying to fit a square into a circle hole. You see what I'm saying? And, even when you get married and stuff like that, even the pastor, he'll say, what God joined together, let no man put asunder. Well, true, but question is, did God join it together? That's the question. Because if he ain't joined it together, then how you gonna pray over and protect something that ain't supposed to be? Just saying. So I felt like I was the one that got off of my journey. So I had to be the one to realign myself. Okay? So my how far would you go answer would be, I would leave my safety net. I would leave my, my place of familiarity, my family. I left my family. I left my friends. I left all of that just to get out of something that I was tired of, that I was tired of looking at, and connected to something that I wasn't supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? Went somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. And the crazy thing is now he and I are very amicable. And I mean, I promise you, if I get an invitation to that man wedding, because he's engaged now, if I get an invitation to this wedding, I'm bringing the biggest gift on the table. You understand? Because one thing that I want is for him to be his 100% happy, his 100% happiest. And sometimes, you guys, you have to understand, even in these relationships, sometimes the happiest that a person can be might be without you. Sometimes people's happy does not include you. And guess what? You got to be okay with that. Okay? So, join together or man? Yes, Deborah. Yes. Did God join it together or did man join together? And that's exactly what it was. Sometimes your happy may not include the person you swearing down, supposed to be in your life. I'm just saying. Sometimes you just may be that very person that is hindering this other person from reaching their true happiness. So, okay, how far would you go to get out of that situation? How far I went, I left my familiarity. I left my protection. I left my covering just to go to a place where it wasn't supposed to be. Okay? It wasn't supposed to be there. Hey, daddy. So, now, and I'm free enough to even say this, you guys. I'm free enough to even say this, that, I was in straight disobedience. I was in straight rebellion, 100% grade A rebellion. You understand? So I can't do anything but stand in that. You know why? Because I'm 100% free, clear, happy, genuinely happy. Like, I'm so in a place of peace right now. It's not even funny. Larry asks, are you back in Chicago? No, sir, I'm not. I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia, and living my best life. I truly am. So, and he and I, we even transitioned to Georgia together. And that is the place where we were saying, we both was like, look, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Okay. And it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And so he was free to go and be happy and do what he had to do. And sure enough, he's connected with a woman that has apparently given him what he needs. And listen, I'm telling you now, by all means, live your best life. I swear to you, he has 100% of my support. 100%. Okay. Now, with that being said, again, hi, man, how are you? With that being said, how far would you go to get out of a situation that you have committed yourself to and stuff like that? Furthermore, let me go into this one. This just happened recently, okay? Not me, but somebody else that I know. To get out of a position, to get out of a job. This right here don't make no sense. And I don't know, somebody may see this as shade or whatever the case, but I don't even care. You did it, and it is what it is. Okay, Deborah says, some get married for sex, financials, or they want some things in their bed, or they think their clock is running, getting too old, instead of trusting God. Now, that was one of my things too, because I am one of the older of 9 children. I'm third child, first girl. So now I got you, Deborah. So I have to be, I had to watch my younger sisters and my younger brothers have children before I did. Okay. I had to watch my younger siblings get married before I did. Okay. Now, a couple of them are on their, second marriage or whatever the case. However, they had to do what they had to do to get to their happy. You see what I'm saying? But at that point, that's why I said I felt like I was being tied down and I couldn't live my life, my individual life, and walk my individual journey and purpose and get to my purpose because of the current situation that I was in with regard to family, with regard to job. It was too safe. It was too comfortable. You see what I'm saying? So I was living my life for other people to the point where I couldn't get to what I truly wanted to have in my own life. You see what I'm saying? Larry says, I have went too far to get out of it and then step back into it with the same person again. I would never do that again. Now, my thing is this now, Larry. This is my thing, honey. Exes are that for a reason. Okay, do you understand? I am a firm believer of this right here. This very truth. Exes are exes for a reason. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people can, they got the whole transformation. They turned over the new leaf, i.e. my mother and father. They were married back in the day. They had me. They got married. They had my brother. And then they divorced, okay? Fast forward. 31 years later, okay? They done both had separate outside of marriages. They done both had other children, this and then the third. And child, 31 years later, remarried each other. You understand? So that says right there that people can turn over a new leaf, okay? People can turn over a new leaf, okay? However, to me, in my opinion, when I walk away from a situation, I have to remember why I did so. Always. Me personally, in my personal belief, and like I said, I'm just me. This is how I do things, all right? If it didn't work for me the first time, I ain't really the gambler. Even if I go to the casino, I'm the one that's gonna play the penny slots. Keep it safe. I ain't putting no big money down on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna take no risk like that. Nah, buddy. I ain't. Okay, so my dad says, it's important to understand as well that God uses various vehicles to get us where we need to be. True. Sometimes that vehicle is a rose. Other times it may be a hoopty. True. The point is you're exactly where God distinct. And this is the thing. And that is very true, Daddy. I was talking about this the other day. How when we do, each one of us are born with a specific path and a specific journey and purpose for our life, right? Each one of us are. So we have our own already pre-etched out, pre-dug, pre-engraved path for our life. Now, and in the end, it's already been predetermined, right? So we're walking down this path, and then our own decisions get us to veer off. Because it's something over here. Because down this path is not really, it ain't fun, it ain't this, it ain't that, it's not appealing. Whatever the case, it's lumpy, it's bumpy, it's gravel and all this stuff. We don't want to be on this path. We want to go over here. Because there's a field of lilies over here. So let me go see what's going on over here. So we'll veer off of the beaten path. And then it ain't really what it's cracked up to be. What they say, the grass is not green on the other, the grass is green on the other side. That's why you want to go to check it. But then when you get over there, you see that it's not really that green. It was a silhouette, and it was light bouncing off of something else that was green. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really all it was cracked up to be. So you then somehow, some way down your line, it gets you back to your beaten path. Now, could it have prolonged your journey? Sure. Sure, because a lot of things we can get too faster if we just stay the course. Okay, all right. So now, but I believe that our journey is still going to be our journey. It just what's determining how quickly we get there is us. You know what they say, your attitude determines your altitude. That's what I truly believe. So regardless of how we veer off, I do believe that we're going to get back to that road and that journey. And I do believe, like my dad said, that there are vehicles that get us, because it's like you gotta redeem the time. You don't a long waste of time fooling over here doing something that you ain't had no business doing. So let's get back to the mission at hand. You see what I'm saying? So that, yeah, I do agree with that, Daddy. Okay, so then Deborah says, I'm 50 plus, never been married, but trusting God by my ordained husband coming soon, and God's showing me the counterfeit. Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I do know to be a truism, that there are counterfeits that's going to come before the truth. You understand? That's why I posted, if you all are following me on my personal page, that I posted the other day, that every opportunity that comes your way, you cannot take every single opportunity that comes your way that's handed to you. Every opportunity cup that's handed to you. Every single one does not mean that it's meant for you. You have to discern which one is for you and which one is not. I promise you, just because that joker is wrapped in platinum and dripping in ice and dripping in diamonds and this and the third, that just may be somebody else's cup. Understand and learn which one is for you and which one is not. You will save yourself a lot of trouble. Okay? Because some of them cups are counterfeit cups. Some of them cups look like platinum, but that is straight aluminum. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Larry says, living and cheating is a big lead is a big lead to turn over. It's a big lead to turn over. Yes, it is. Lying to cheating is a big lead to turn over. Absolutely. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Because that's a mindset. That's a mindset. That's a heart matter and that's a mind matter. Once you renew your thought, because once it's done in your mind, once you've thought about the act, this is the thing. And I say this all the time. When you sow a thought, once you think on it, you reap an action. You're going to do it. If you sow an action, you're going to reap a harvest. You're going to do it a lot. When you sow a harvest, you're going to reap a lifestyle, which means this is your norm. And when you sow a lifestyle, you're going to reap a destiny. So whatever your norm is now going to lead you to to your expected end, to your end, not your expected end, but your end. Now, it's up to you, but it starts with your mind. Once you change your mind, then you change everything outside of that. Okay? Ermaine, thank you so much. He said he loves it. He loves it. Emma says, so true. Monty says, my life right now, for years, I've wanted to move and try something and try a new place. I use my family, my job as a reason for not taking the leap. Listen, let me tell you something. I live for my family. Okay. I lived for my family. I did. Okay. Even when I moved out, because I moved out at a young age, I was still a teenager. I was like 18. I might have been 18. Had a full-time job, paying my bills and stuff like that. But I never moved so far away from my mother and siblings because I knew that there was going to be a time where she was going to need my help. I was going to have to keep the kids because I am literally, when I tell you mother hen, I don't play about my family. I will bust a head about my family. Do not ever play with me about my family. Don't ever get it twisted. I just want that to be embedded in the minds of those who may even think about trying me about my family. You understand? I don't play about none of them. Okay, I would be on the first thing smoking to wherever they are. But in that time, my mother was in a place where she could not, she did do it by herself. And if she had to, she would have, but she couldn't. Okay, she needed help. And that was the problem. She had a lack of it. That was the problem. That's another segment, another story, another day. Okay, so we had to, hey Tisa, we had to really kind of come together. And don't get me wrong, me and my mama butt heads a lot too, like two rams. You know why? Because she raised a little her. So sometimes it's kind of difficult for the parents to be faced with themselves. But sometimes I am a mirror reflection of my mother. And sometimes she can't take it. So we butt heads a lot. However, it doesn't matter about the disagreements. What matters in the end, and this is my family. I'm talking, this came from my grandmother on down. I don't care how much I do or dislike you or dislike what you did dislike what you said. When it comes down to helping one another, we will always be there. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. No family member left behind. And that's what we stand on. Okay. So with that being said, I felt like I was, on the other hand, I felt like I was that crutch. Like I was always expected to be there to help. I was there, but I felt like I was expected now to be there. I have other siblings. I have other brothers and sisters. I'm like, why they ain't expected to be here? Why is it all on me? Okay? Why is it all on me? To the point where I could not get from under that responsibility. When at the time I hadn't bore a child on the face of this earth. I had, relationships, but I hadn't had the chance to even go out there and just see if I could be married, or see if I could, live in another state by myself, or see and I had my other siblings. They were all in other states. I had one I think he was in Kentucky at the time. And then I had another one that was in, Texas, and another one that was in Georgia, and it's like another one that was in I think he was in Oregon. All of my siblings have lived in other states. My oldest brother was probably in Minnesota at that time. So everybody had the experience of breaking out of their four walls of their households, except for me. Okay, Larry says, hey, Keosha. Larry says, I gave up a lying and cheating wife and moved my mother in and cared for her until she passed last December. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And then Larry asks, what would be your advice about trusting another person in a relationship? Listen, like I said, Larry, it has to start with you. You gotta change your concept of how you see people, because right now, or even women for that matter, because right now you do have a trust issue. Okay, you do have a trust issue. So in your eyes, any woman will probably be a cheater to you. Okay, just coming off out the gate. That is what you want to change, because your ex-wife has done such a number on you that now it's like you're going to be leading in your next relationship with your guard up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to protect yourself before before they hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not that way. And you can't let the next person pay the price for the sins that the previous person did, because they didn't do that to you. That was one of the things that I will say. My ex-husband, he did apologize after we split. He did apologize to me, because he did say one of the things that he would act out of is things that people have done to him previously. Now, I was not the person that did that to him. I didn't have anything to do with that. Nothing to do. I wasn't even around. I wasn't even thought of. However, now, as of that day, I was standing with the result of what somebody else did to him. Trying my best in my own power to piece this thing back together when I wasn't the one that broke it apart. Okay? I wasn't the one that did that. So sometimes, Larry, you would have to actually go. I say, to me personally, before you at this point, another relationship is the last thing you need to be thinking about. Right now, at this point, I think Larry needs to focus on Larry. Larry needs to get his heart pured and cleaned and detoxed. He needs to get his mind renewed. Larry needs to find happy for himself. Larry need to go on and take Larry to the movie sometime by himself. Larry need to go sit at a dinner table by himself and just enjoy Larry. Okay? Understand that what was done is done. Understand that you cannot undo it. And choose to forgive. Choose to let this person go. Choose to break your own chains. Because if you're waiting on an apology, and if you're waiting on somebody to fix you, to come and make it right for you, then please don't hold your breath, because we're going to be talking about, here lies Larry Williams, okay? We don't want to say that. So forgive and release. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. Forgive and release. I'm telling you, your future self is going to thank you. Your future spouse or your relationship will thank you. Your future children will thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, because let it go. You got to let it go. You got to let it go, and you got to clean yourself, purify yourself. Clear your mind, clear your heart. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, so he says that, yes, Deborah, God, trust the process. Trust it, because now you gotta purge, you gotta be purged of all that old hurt and all that stuff, because it's not gonna do you any good. Dwelling on it, festering on it, all of that stuff. It's not gonna do you no good. Okay? And Larry says she has apologized many times. Well, there you go. I mean, there you go. If she's apologized, then boom, there it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Daddy says, one of the greatest mistakes I've made in the past because of lack of knowledge was to seek a relationship with a person before seeking a relationship that matters first, and trusting for guidance. Right. Because the relationship, when you seek your maker, when you seek a relationship with your maker, with your God, then at that point, you will then know what you're made of, what's in you. You will then know who you are, what you're deserving of, what you're worth. You will then know all of this stuff. You'll have the peace of mind that you need. You'll have the joy that you need. You'll have the happiness that you need. You'll have the relaxation. You'll have the mindset. You'll have all of that stuff that you need. You'll be totally and completely whole. This is the thing that I was not when I entered my relationship. I'm going to tell you right now, I was not a whole person. I was not a whole person, okay? Not at all. And I expected this man to fill my voids. How, Sway? When he wasn't there when you was voided. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there. He didn't void you. Okay? So how you expecting him to do something? And vice versa. He expected me to fill the voids for him. How is that even possible when you weren't the one that voided him? Okay? So those are the things we go into these relationships expecting someone to be our, I don't know what we expected them to be, but they can't be that. We want them to be mama, daddy, because we had mama, daddy issues. We want them to be brother, sister, because, you know, at the time right now, my brother, sister, I don't really mess with right now. We want them to be grandmama, granddaddy, because, you know, they no longer living. We want them to be, you know, God, and we want them to be our pastor, because, you know, we don't want to get up and go to church, or we don't want to get up and study or whatever and be in that relationship or build that relationship with our maker or whatever the case. So we just going to depend on them to give us our edification, our encouragement, our this and our that. All that's fine and good. Of course, you want somebody that's going to encourage and motivate and stand by your side and, you know, root your own and be your biggest cheerleader. But what if they never say any encouraging word at all? You gonna give up? No. You gonna keep going. Okay? Larry says you're making a lot of sense to different issues. Yes, it's good to get a different perspective. Absolutely, it's good to have a different perspective. Because one thing about us, when this was said to me years ago, people don't see a situation for what it is. They see the situation from where they are. Okay? So, and I say that to say this. You're in a hurting place right now. So any situation that you look at, anything that you look at, you're going to be seeing it out of your hurt place. You're not going to see the situation for what it is. You're going to see it from your hurt place. From what you've been through, from your emotional state, from your financial state, from your whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see it through those states. You're not going to see it, a good view of 360 degree perspective of a situation in its entirety without bias. Okay? You're not going to do that if you have stuff going on that's blocking your, you from seeing clearly. Now, with other people, surrounding yourself by other people helps a whole lot. Because now, look, I'm looking at my camera right here, just face front, right? I can only see what I can see. Okay? Now, if somebody was standing on the right of me or standing on the left of me and they're looking at the camera, then they see the angles that I don't see. And then if there's somebody standing behind the camera, then they see something, an angle that I don't see. However, if we all talk about what it is that we see, then out of the four of us, we have the 100% view of that particular camera. You see what I'm saying? So all of us together, it takes a collective. But here's the thing in finding your circle, they must be able to assist you in this journey, which means This circle has to be very calculated, and it has to be picked out very strategically. This circle has to be that of people who has been where you are and has gained the victory over that situation, or it has to be people who, you know, collectively together, you guys are trying to take this journey on. It can't be nobody who don't see nothing wrong with where you are. It can't be nobody who is, you know, I don't blame you, man, diss her, bump her, she, you don't need to do this and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Monty says, I'm 38, single with no kids, and that's how I'm feeling. This year, I had to cut back on having my nieces and nephews so much on the weekends. I had to cut back on helping my aunt with my handicapped cousin so much. I was starting to feel like all my positive energy and youth was being sucked away, and I was no longer caring for myself. Sometimes, Monty, first of all, let me move this because I keep kicking this garbage can. First of all, I know totally how you feel. Okay, I know totally how you feel, because in the situation that I was in, I really, really, truly felt like I had no other choice but to be there and help. You know, again, because I was it. That was it. All of my other siblings, I kid you not, outside of the younger ones that couldn't care for themselves at the time, every last one of them was in a whole nother state. So I'm like, I'm really stuck. I'm really stuck. I have a brother who, once he left Chicago, child, that thing, he would come to visit all of, 2 days and be like, I'm out. He never moved back. He never moved back. So I was literally there by myself, you know? So I felt like I had no choice. Like, cause if I leave, then who's going to help my mama? If I leave, then who's going to be here for my baby brother and sister? If I leave, then that, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, yeah, you want to go, but you feel obligated to stay. But sometimes you can't do that, because there were times where I enabled the comfortability. You see what I'm saying? Well, where there might have been a time where, okay, well, B got me over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'll just ask her for this, so I'll go spend this. You see what I'm saying? Because I know that I got a cushion over here. She's gonna be there to help. And sometimes I felt obligated. I felt like I couldn't break that. I felt like I couldn't break it. I really, really did. And so sometimes you really have to just be selfish. And I'm gonna say this: there's nothing wrong, especially when you are everything to everybody and a piece of nothing to yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking time for yourself. If that means that you need to go somewhere and just vacate the premises and be like, listen, I will shoot y'all a line once a week. I will send you a text once a month and let you know that I'm still yet breathing. But I need to go, or I'm going to bust somebody's head up in here. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's very stressful. It's very stressful. So, Monty, do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. And I'm telling you now, the family members ain't going to want you to do nothing. I'm going to just tell you now. They ain't. Because you're right now where you are and who you are and the role that you're playing in their lives. You're a fixture. Like, it becomes an expectancy. Okay? It becomes an expectancy. But it's that old saying that when you're strong for everybody else, who's strong for you? Who's strong for you? I had to take mine back, honey. I promise you I did. To the point where I was like, look, a no meant a no. Okay? I had to learn the art of saying that. I had to learn the gift of goodbye. I had to learn the art of saying goodbye. I had to learn the art of saying, I don't have it. Because I don't have it. Not that I didn't have it, period. I just didn't have it to spend on that. Okay? Because I got other stuff going on. Okay? Okay, so Daddy says, one final thought. As a father of daughters, I will remind the women watching that the Bible declares of a man that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. So be still, trust God, trust the process, and stop looking to be found. True. True. Because in my situation, okay, that he didn't come up to where I was. I came to where he was. He didn't come to where I was. I came to where he was. Okay? My friends and family threw a whole engagement party, engagement / going away party. And I attended it as a guest of honor solo. Solo. That right there should have been my red flag, okay? Okay, so that means that women, if you are the one that's pursuing the most, then that means something, okay? Either he don't feel like you're worth the chase, or this joker ain't for you. That's just the bottom line. You must wait. You must wait. You must wait, because right now in that waiting process, it's not like you're waiting just for nothing. Not like you just sitting here twiddling your thumbs. You are right now undergoing surgery. You're going through a process. You're becoming better. You're being pruned. You're being pruned. You're being groomed. You're being clipped. You're being plucked. You're being shined. You're being polished. You're being buffed. You're being, you know what I'm saying, carved out, etched out, purged, renewed. You know what I'm saying? Refreshed, rejuvenated. You being ready to buffeted for that individual. And then vice versa. He's being buffeted and purged and fixed and sculpted and carved out and everything for you too. So that when you all do come together, instead of he being your other half, I hate with a passion that term, my other half. I don't want a half a person. Half a person is a dead person. Any way you slice it. Show me a half a body. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay. I don't want a half a person. I don't want my other half. I want my other whole. I don't want to be trying to fill your voids. I need you fixed already. So that when we come together, we can just live a good life. Yo full, take 2 cups. Take 2 cups and fill them up with water, okay? One represents you, the other represents them. Whole and whole, full and full. You understand? Okay? Take one and pour some into the other. What's going to happen? You're going to have overflow. Okay? Okay? All right. So that's what you all should be doing. Overflowing. When you bring your whole person to this whole person, then that means that what you got is now overflow for this other person. And what they got is now overflow for you. You understand? Don't be filling no voids. That is not your job. It is their job to be complete and whole before they come to you. If they looking to you to fill their voids, and they looking to you to make them happy, and if they looking to you to bring them joy and to teach you love and all of this stuff, then brother, sis, go back to the drawing board, put yourself back in the oven, because you ain't done. Okay? You ain't finished. The little thing ain't popped out the turkey yet. You're still cooking. Okay? Together, we're going to run. Boom. Together, you're both overflowing. You are overflowing each other. And that's why I say, in a relationship for me right now, I'm not thirsty for a relationship for me right now. I am content in what I have. I'm content in where I am. I am 100% content. You understand? Because whomever is supposed to be with me, understand this. Number one, they gonna have to, because Miss B, I'm very headstrong. You understand? So whoever this person is, they gonna have to be able to check me. You understand? They gonna have to be able to check me. They really are. And I don't know. Ain't too many people can do that. My mom and daddy got their hands full. So whoever this man is, whoever this man is, child, I don't know. This person got to be Jesus the Christ himself. You understand me? Because whoever this is, they got to check me. They got to be able to check me and say, look, that's enough. And I got to be like, okay, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like, they gotta be, whoever this is got to be somebody flat foot ain't taking no mess. I got this. She's covered. She protected. She's secured. I wish you would. You know what I'm saying? He got to be like, Wakanda forever. That boy got to be, boy, you understand me? Because I am a handful. Not to say that I'm too much and I'm just, boisterous and I can't be controlled. It's not about that. I'm very headstrong. I have leadership. I am a leader. So I need someone, and even with any woman, we need a man, or we need a partner or a counterpart that can lead us. Man, yes, he got to keep me humble, Deborah. That person has to be able to lead me. I am a leader already. So if he intimidated and if he's passive, then he gonna work my last nerve. Okay? I don't, excuse the term, I know my mama and daddy on here, but I can't have bigger balls than my man. I'm just saying. I just can't. Nope. I need him to not be scared. I need him to be able to say what's on his mind. I need him to be able to communicate. Okay? Because I communicate. If something is not right, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm not one that's going to sit and dwell on or fester and let stuff linger. I say what it is. I say who I am, you guys, who I am right here and who you're watching right now. This is who I am across the board. I laugh, I love, I serve, I protect the whole 9 yards. I give, I receive, I'm joyous, I'm helpful, the whole 9 yards. But if Miss B don't like something, Miss B is she's one to say it. I'm definitely not going to just sit there and just tolerate. I don't tolerate. I've tolerated years of stuff that I didn't have to tolerate. All I had to do was open my mouth. So now I've learned the art of speaking my mind. I'm going to speak it. And my family can tell you. I don't care who it is. Family, friend, foe. Okay? Only Jesus. Thank you, Ma. Only Jesus can help me. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I need a leader. And on top of that, not to say that I have a lot of assets and all of this stuff and I just got money on top of money, racks on racks on racks. It ain't none of that. But I do come with a lot of stuff. Not good stuff. Yes, Joy Turner Brown is my mother and Derek Brown is my father. Yes, Larry. So I come with things. You know what I'm saying? Good, Miranda. Good. Thank you, Mama. I love the way I am too. But when I come to a relationship, you know how people say, well, when I come, I'm bringing home the bacon. I bring home the bacon. Baby, I bring the table, the chairs, the china, the crystal, the centerpiece, the utensils, the napkins and linen, and the bacon, and the asparagus, and the mashed potato. So if I'm bringing all of this, and I can bring this all to my own table, hello, somebody, that'll preach right there. Ladies, I did a midday makeover a while back about this very point right here. Women, do not look to this man to save you financially. Baby, sis, if you don't get your butt up and go find you some type of resources on your own before this person gets to you. Because in the event, this is a little tangent, I'm going off on a tangent right now. In the event that he is taking over the household and household finances, he's a bread provider, and he's down, he something happens and he's down on his luck. And things it's not coming in like it's supposed to. But he's trying and doing whatever he can do. And it's not really doing what it's, you know what I'm saying? Woman, if you don't get up off your butt and go help this man get this bread up on this table, you better. You understand me? Because a marriage is that what it is. It's a partnership. And if you don't know how to build your partner up and how to come to the rescue when your partner's down, then you are good for what? Nothing. Okay? So, I go back to what I was saying. What I was saying was, when I link up with someone, whomever I'm supposed to be with, they better understand I am coming with stuff. I'm coming with my own stuff that I can provide for myself. So that means that, again, that one whole cup with that other one whole cup, that means that I'm coming whole. He's coming whole. So whatever we have and what I bring and he brings, we got a surplus. We are blessed. That don't mean we millionaires, billionaires, and all of this stuff. That don't mean anything, but we're wealthy with what we need. We're wealthy. All of the needs are met. Okay? All of the needs are met. All of my needs are met now. So I don't need a man to meet needs. I need a man to meet purpose. Okay? If I need a partner, that means that partner is linking up to me because there's something that is in him that I need to get to my expected end, my journey, my purpose, to complete why I'm here. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Not because, you know what I'm saying, I want this big house and I want 5 bedrooms and I want 3.5 bathrooms and I want a 3-car garage and I want a circular driveway and I want... No. Deborah said, yes, that's why I'm letting him help me on my financial and spiritual. Okay, so that was the sentence was a bit choppy. I'm kind of confused as to what you were saying there. But she also says credit score up. Thank you, Jesus. Good. Prepare yourself. And that's another thing too. I know we are so off subject right now, but that's another thing too. People, man and woman. If your desire is to be in a relationship, be in a marriage, then prepare yourself for that marriage. Don't wait till you say I do to be a wife. Don't wait till you say I do to be a husband. Prepare yourself. Become a wife, become a husband before you say I do. So that when you do, from the moment you say I do, at that point it's time to execute and operate in that title. But you've already prepared yourself to be, you've already been a wife. You've prepared yourself for wifehood. You've prepared yourself for husbandry. You understand? So, okay. Prepare yourself. Yes, credit score up. Send your credit score up. Get them accounts out the rear. Pay them bills on time. Get that house cleaned up. Clean them closets out. Clean them drawers out. Cook. Learn cooking. Okay, women. Okay, and also men. Cook. Wash clothes. Clean yourself up. Prepare yourself. Ready your body. Do your hair. Fix your face. Shine your teeth. Do your nails. Clean them, cut them toenails down. You understand? Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for what you, it's just like what they say as far as working. Okay? Prepare yourself because what they say in the working field, you dress like where you want to go. The same thing here. You prepare yourself for where you want to be. And for what you want out of life. That's what you do. That's what you need to do. That's what we're doing. I promise you, you are in my business. I'm not in 2018. I'm in 2020. I'm way ahead. I'm past 2019. I'm somewhere else. Okay. I finished 2018 back in 2016. Kid you not. Because my mind is somewhere else. I'm preparing for somewhere else. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm operating here. This is present day. But where I'm planning for, what I'm preparing for is my future. Okay. Larry says, wow, you're very inspirational to many. I was a little skeptical when I first came on here. Oh, wow, was I wrong? I'm glad you stuck around. Monty, yes, say it again. Larry said, I'm one heck of a cook. Good. From a man's perspective, love it when a woman takes care of herself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, listen, you gotta want to look at the person you're waking up with. I mean, you go to sleep with Tyra Banks and wake up with wake up with who? Wesley Snipes. Wake up with Wesley Snipes. Hello, Elton. Hello. Okay, so guys, yes, and okay, going back to topic, because we are so off topic right now. I don't know where this was needed though. Hair, nails, makeup, and all. Yes, Larry. Yes, do it all up. Even the guys, brush your teeth, man. Groom yourself. Line them beards up, them mustaches, cut that head. Clean those nails. There's nothing more disgusting than a man with no cleanliness. Okay? Please run yourself through some shower water. And please use the soap while you're in it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing, I'm telling you, hello. There's nothing more appealing than that. All right. So you want to prepare yourself now for where you have a desire to go. Prepare yourself now for what you want in your future. Please and thank you, signed management. Okay. Now back to the topic. Larry said, what's the topic? The topic is how far will you go? And I was saying the topic was, how far will you go? How far will you go to get out of a situation? How far will you go? How far will you go to get out of something that you committed yourself to, signed yourself up for, and it's just not working out? This is not what you thought it was going to be. This is not it, man. Like, man, was I duped. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Larry said he'll go as far as necessary. That's the thing. I hadn't, and I mean, this is the clincher here. This is the negative part of what I was about to say. Cause there was someone that I know very recently here that to get out of their position, they lied. Now, mind you, there was no reason for this. This was totally unnecessary and off the charts, but they lied and said that their house caught on fire when it never did. I'm talking about had details to the lie, honey. Red Cross, all that stuff. When it never did. Come to find out 2 weeks after the fact, house still standing, house just fine. It don't even look like a lighter burn has been on the house. So it's unfortunate that people will go so far just to, you know what I'm saying? They will go. Sometimes you need to go. You need to do what you got to do to get out of that situation, depending on what it is. Like, say, for instance, abusive relationships. And abuse, you guys, is not just physical. It's not only physical. It's verbal. It's emotional. It's mental. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Trust and believe. I know this. Okay? But then there's also unnecessary lengths that people will go to get out of situations and stuff like that. Like that whole lie about the fire, that was totally unnecessary, because all you had to do is just say what it was and boom, there it is. Especially when you're dealing with some adults. Children, you expect stuff like that from. But adults, absolutely not. There's no excuse, okay? So, yeah, that was that. Today was really, really good though. Today was awesome, you guys, because we totally got off topic. But apparently it was needed, it was necessary, and I thank you guys for your total transparency. It's complete transparency. You guys already know that Ms. B is going to be transparent. Like, literally, my life that I've lived, although it's only a scratch of a surface, I've gained victories in certain areas that some people may or may not have come through just yet. And so I would be selfish if I withheld that from somebody else, because what their answer and their key to delivery and to deliverance could be right on my tongue. And what I keep out, what I keep in my mouth and don't say, then that could be hindering someone from reaching their breakthrough. You see what I'm saying? So yes, Larry. Yes, Larry. That's not necessary. Yes, that's all you have to do is just be honest. That's it. Okay. So today I appreciate you guys. Okay. So now with that being said, You know, feel free to continue the conversation, continue the dialogues in the comments below. And then, you know, once we log off. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and call it quits for today because we have extended. I usually try to stay on here for an hour. Daddy, Lord. Okay, so Daddy said, okay, one last final thought. Ladies, just because he's 6'3" with bulging biceps doesn't make him a man. In fact, most men, sorry, bros, may look like grown men, may even talk like grown man, but in actuality are emotionally immature, and you can't understand why he do what he does. It's because he's still that little boy emotionally and lack the skills to do better. Very true. Very, very true. Thank you, Larry, for your time. Thank you so much. Not a problem. Thank you for your story too. And we're praying for you, Larry. You will get through this just like, you know, just like a soldier with flying colors. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to be happy. You're going to meet that woman and she's going to do you right. You understand? Okay. So you guys, if you are in the Georgia area, you're in the Atlanta area and any surrounding cities or whatever the case, then please come and see us right here at Beauty by Miss B Salon Studios, 4651 Flat Shoals Road, Unit 6B as in B, Union City, Georgia, 30291. Again, 4651 Flat Shoals Road right here in Union City, okay? Beauty by Miss B Salon Studios. Please, if you want to schedule an appointment, there's a link in the bio. You just click there and you'll be right at the schedule menu. The service menu for prices, the services, the whole 9 yards, how long it would take, and the whole 9 yards, you guys, okay? We service everybody. We do color, cuts, we do braids, we do makeup, we do nails and pedicures, facials, body waxing, the whole 9 yards. We are here for you. However, whatever your beauty needs, we are here, okay? Also, please like us on this Facebook page. If you have not, shame on you. Go ahead and like us, follow us, turn on the notifications. Go to Instagram. We are at Beauty by Miss B _ATL. Like us or follow us and turn on notifications there. You'll be able to see some of the services. You'll be able to meet some of the young ladies that are working here in our beautiful salon. And also, furthermore, you can also follow us on Twitter too, at Beauty by Miss B. And go to YouTube. We have launched our YouTube channel. It is Beauty by Miss B Salon Studios, okay? Go there, turn on the subscription, turn on the notifications and all of that stuff, subscribe and all of that stuff, okay? Because not only will you see, you'll be able to go and enjoy these videos right here that we are doing right here on Facebook. They will be there for your viewing, but also we are about to launch our new Salon original series on YouTube. It is called Let's Be Real. So you will be among the first to see the initial, the very starter show, okay? I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. We will be having good conversation like the one we had today, okay? With that being said, you always know we're gonna see you on next week. You know we love you. We know we're gonna miss you, and you know we're gonna be here to see you then too. Okay? We anticipate you coming. There's always a warm seat of welcome here waiting you. And until next time, you guys, peace.